I am Dr. Shipra Verma, Professor Chemistry, Government NPG College of Science, Raipur. Today in this video lecture, I am going to explain the sodium-potassium ion pump and sodium-potassium ATPase enzyme. It is a part of Bioinorganic Chemistry of MSc 4th semester. What is sodium-potassium ATPase enzyme? It is a membranous enzyme. It is present in cell membrane, and its main function is to maintain the concentration of sodium and potassium ion inside the cell and outside the cell. You know that concentration of sodium ion is much more in extracellular fluid, while the concentration of potassium ion is more in cytosol region, that is in an intracellular fluid. High concentration of potassium ion is required inside the cell for the formation of protein biosynthesis, glucose metabolism, some activation of energy, and so many other functions. High concentration of potassium ion is required inside the cell. The ingested food contains a lots of sodium ion and potassium ion. To maintain the concentration gradient outside and inside, who works? So it is none other than sodium-potassium ATPase enzyme. This enzyme function to maintain high concentration of sodium ion outside the cell and high concentration of potassium ion inside the cell. In each cycle, 3 sodium ion goes from cytosol region to extracellular fluid, while 2 potassium ion, it comes from outer cellular fluid to cytosol region. So how this enzyme function and what is its structure, here I am going to say. This is the structure of protein ATPase enzyme. This is cell membrane, and this part is protein structure. There are 2 alpha and 2 beta subunit are there. Alpha subunit is rather bigger in size than beta subunit. At the top of the alpha subunit, ATP binding site is there, and at the bottom, steroid binding site is present. Apart from this, alpha subunit also contain sodium and potassium binding site. Probably it is oxygen. For sodium, there are 6 oxygen atoms, and for potassium, 7 oxygen or 7 oxygen and 1 nitrogen atom is required. In this diagram, I explained high concentration of sodium ion outside this cell membrane and high concentration of potassium ion in cytosol region. Now, how this enzyme maintain this concentration gradient, it is showed in this cycle. Here I draw this cycle in circular fashion. Inside this circle, it is cytosol region, and outside the circle, it is extracellular fluid. We start from structure number 1. In structure number 1, you can very well see that protein chain, alpha part of protein chain, it opens towards in cytosol region. When it opens, 3 sodium ion goes to protein part of alpha chain, and it binds with oxygen which is present in protein chain of alpha subunit. While this reaction takes place, ATP is hydrolyzed, it phosphorylated, it released ATP and gives some amount of energy. When sodium ion is attached with protein chain and phosphorylation process takes place, that time polarization of this molecule is changed. Due to change of polarization, the conformation is also changed. And in third figure, you can see that opening site of sodium Now it opens outside the cell. It is closed, opening side is closed, and it opens in extracellular fluid. This is called eversion, that is change of conformation. When this conformation is changed, the binding capacity of sodium is not as strong as before. So it gets released in extracellular fluid. But this conformation facilitates to bring potassium ion inside the cell. So you can see in fourth diagram, 3 sodium ion comes out from protein part, while 2 potassium ion, it goes from extracellular fluid to protein part. And now this 2 potassium ion binds with protein chain. So this conformation is very good for potassium ion, for attachment. But one thing you must remember, when potassium ion is attached, dephosphorylation process takes place and eversion process is also takes place. So conformation is changed in 7th diagram and the opening side is now closed and protein part opens towards cytosol region. When this protein part opens towards cytosol region, the binding capacity of potassium ion is poor. So it gets released into the cell, that is in cytosol region. But this conformation is very good for sodium, because now sodium can attach with protein part, which is good. Binding capacity is very strong for sodium ion in this conformation. So in this fashion, continuously protein chain closes and opens inside the cell and outside the cell to bring 3 sodium ion to outside the cell and 2 potassium ion from outside the cell to cytosol region. So in one cycle, this is a schematic representation. So in one cycle, you must remember the number of ions are dissimilar. 3 sodium ion comes from inner side to outer side, while 2 potassium ion, it goes from outer side to inner side. This is some important features, important points of this mechanism. In last point, I mentioned that this protein chain, it acts like a opening gate of municipal garden. I showed here in my structure of my palm. If you see my palm, when I am close this palm, this 2 palm is protein chain. When it opens, one of the ion, it goes into the cellular fluid and it closes and then open in this side and like this. So continuously this process works, and 3 sodium and 2 potassium ion, they enter into the cell and 3 sodium ion exit from cytosol to extracellular fluid. I have also downloaded the PDF file of this matter. Please go through both matter as well as video. Thank you.